One.
Hello, everybody. We are live. We hadn't been live in a couple weeks because we've been at Disney World. Then we had a massive snow and ice storm
Lots been going on.
and everything. So we're here tonight. I got to make sure we're live.
Are we
and
on
move some stuff.
YouTube?
We're on the tube.
On the tube. Oh, we are. It just said we're live.
Okay. Let me get out of that.
Oh, my.
We got something going on.
That was the
How
wrong
do I
thing.
make that go live? This is always. I hadn't tried to use Streamlabs again. There we go.
All right. I think it's working.
Pop up. I'll raise my hand. Does it pop up on my screen? Okay, I think we're good. We're going to talk about Epic Universe because we went back to Epic Universe on this last trip, and it was overall a good thing. So
Had
I
a
didn't.
different experience.
Yeah, I didn't want to just put out bad stuff because of the first trip. So I updated my review on Google, and I wanted to also mention it in some video. So here's what happened. For those of you that don't know, we went to Epic Universe in October. It was very mediocre because, like, a lot of rides were down. The Monsters ride didn't even open up the entire day. The Harry Potter ride was like 4 hour wait, which that didn't change this time. We'll talk about that in a minute. And then
Animatronics and shows
Yeah,
weren't working.
the-
Animatronics themselves weren't working.
all sorts of stuff. So anyway, I was nice about it, but I had left a review. And then they basically said, "Hey, call us." So we called them, and then they said, "Would y'all be okay if we gave you a pass for the afternoon, any afternoon? Like, you just show up and give us your name, and we'll get you in." I said, "Okay." So, that was in. You going to do something with her?
There's a coon.
So we knew it wouldn't happen for our Christmas trip because it was pretty. There was like 2 parties we were going to and all this stuff. So we went ahead and planned it for the January trip, or we didn't exactly know at the time when the trip would fall, but it ended up being in January. It was our first time going, like mid to late January, so we'll talk about that as well. But they told us we could come in after 2, so we get there on was it a Friday or Saturday? It was a Friday, right?
Yeah.
It's Friday. We get there on a Friday, right at 2, real easy. We just go to get services. I show them the email. They punch in whatever. They print us out some little, like, tickets, which was kind of funny. And then we went right in. So I knew it would be busy middle of the day, so we went ahead. I kind of planned out like shows / carousel / maybe Yoshi middle of the day. So we went in and went to, where'd we go first?
We went to the How to Train Your Dragon area because was it the show?
It was a show.
Yeah.
And they had actually I hadn't even thought about this, but they had the dragons flying, like they got drones that are look like dragons and they fly them off in the distance. That was cool. We go to the show. Last time the animatronic was not working, but this time it did fly, which was
Great.
nice.
It made the whole entire show completely different.
I've posted a few pictures on Instagram because you can't video in there, but you can take pictures, which I don't understand all that. Oh, you videoed?
I did.
I'm sure people are.
A lot of people were videoing.
But I don't understand that. Like, we'll talk about that more in a minute. Anyway, he flew. The whole thing was neat. All right, so we're off to a good start. I basically knew we didn't want to really meet Toothless again unless it was a really short line, and it was a typical like hour and a half.
Yeah, it was like
hour and a half
90
line.
minutes.
So we already done that. We're okay. Part of this trip was nice because we knew the layout of the land, and I had been researching wait times for a few weeks, and we kind of knew what we could and couldn't do. So we walked around, took some pictures, seen some stuff in Burke we didn't see before, adopted another dragon. All that was cool. And then I think I actually went live. We went to Harry Potter stuff, had some of the butterbeer, and just kind of walked around. They had a nice show with some little fantastic
like
beast, and it was anyway.
It was pretty cool.
It's on the live stream or on whatever I made, so you have to look it up. But it was very funny. We watched that little show, drank some butterbeer, sit there for a minute, looked around, and then I pretty much knew we weren't going to be able to get on the Harry Potter ride. And I keep seeing people say between the Monsters ride and the Harry Potter ride. The Monsters ride, basically with everybody, wins. Even though the Harry Potter ride is nice, but everybody's like, it's not worth the wait. People were posting that it'll show like a 2 or 3 hour wait, and one guy said he ended up waiting 5 hours. We can't do that with an 8-year-old. I'm not going to sit there for that long anyway. There's basically nothing on this earth for me
to wait
worth
that long.
over about 90 minutes. So anyway, I went live or whatever. We went and did the carousel, and I forgot about it until I made that video the other day. But my seatbelt got locked in, and it was funny. I think it must have been a problem before, because that guy beelined over there to me like before I even 100% realized it was locked myself. And finally I told Dawn them, like, y'all just get off, because he's like fooling with it and radioing it won't come off, and finally he gave it like a really big jerk, and it came loose after like 3 minutes or something.
Yeah, it was bad.
It wasn't no big deal, but it was kind of more funny to me. But the guy was about to freak because they couldn't load anybody till they got me off of the dragon or whatever. But anyway, we rode the carousel. We went over to Nintendo World and looked around. I think we walked through Monsters, or through the Monster stuff. We ate at Pizza Moon, which I've been hearing good things about. It was
good.
It was fine. It was good. I mean, it was a little better than
just a regular pizza.
Yeah, a little better than average pizza. And then we went to Monsters Unchained. Now, I had showed Joanna videos of this thing because I knew, like, this is not.
It wasn't.
It's not Haunted Mansion where it's kind of funny, spooky, like whatever. This is
intense.
Some real deal spooks are in here. You know what I mean? Like Dracula's coming at you or whatever. So anyway, me and her had watched it a time or two, but it had been a few weeks, and I was thinking as we were going through there, Dawn was already like, does she know what this is? And I'm like, yeah, but in the back of my head, I'm thinking she's going to hate this. She
don't know what this is.
So anyway, the favorite part is when you get in there with Igor and his mask comes off and he goes, this is Igor. Well, then it has that fake
It's
car.
like a fake car.
And it's way more violent on the little demo.
You should see my eyeballs. I don't know if Jeremy got it on the live, but I was like.
I could tell Dawn was getting nervous, and I was thinking, dang it. At this point in time, I was thinking, is this one of those rides I've watched on YouTube that don't look that bad on video, but we're about to get our butts whooped. So anyway, we get to the queue for that is neat. There's all kind of stuff going on.
Very neat.
So we get through the whole queue, and it's like I don't want to call it an Omni mover, but almost like an Omni mover. Like there's seats constantly coming through, and I was like, well, this is different. I didn't know that was how it loaded. And I'm more concerned about Joanna on this first ride, so I'm trying to keep my hand on her knee or whatever to make sure she's cool, and I can't half see her because they got the bars that come down, which I didn't really realize either. Anyway, it is pretty intense.
She was all gung-ho, though. She was.
I mean, it like leans you forward and backwards and flips you a few times kind of quick or whatever. So I'm trying to watch her. We get off, and she's pumped. She loves it. I'm like, okay. So anyway, the wait time was only like 15 minutes.
It wasn't bad at all.
So we went and rode.
What do we do? It was at the
we
the
went
one
and rode
in
Wing Gliders.
yeah.
And it was about a 25-minute wait, and it would have been quicker, but it broke down as we got to it. But no big deal. We still got on it. Me and Joanna rode the front row. That little thing zips.
It does.
So, and it was dark, so it was really zipping. And then
she wanted to go back.
I knew we would try to ride Monsters again. I didn't know at what point, so we end up back over there. It takes longer to walk through the queue this time than to ride the ride because there's like no wait at all. And it's probably, the park closes at 10. It's probably getting to be about 8 or 8:15. We ride it again. This time I'm looking for stuff because I ain't as worried about her, and I seen all kind of more neat little things they got going on. It was really cool. So that's very well thought out. We left there and went back to Super Nintendo World, and now we're talking about
Yoshi, right?
Yeah, we're probably at 8:45 or so. We rode the 3D.
Oh yeah, that's right. Still don't really understand. I mean, I won, but we still don't understand how that really works.
It's neat because everything in Nintendo World is neat. Like just to go in there and walk around is like, this is wild because this is like stuff I played when I was a kid and it's in real life now. But we rode the 3D ride, and basically you put on this helmet. Maybe I didn't watch the little pre-show properly, but
I don't think you did.
Okay, well I'm sitting there like, what do we do? Well, I look at Dawn and she's clipped on this visor situation.
You got to clip on your little 3D glasses.
So I'm trying to figure it out and trying to figure it out for Joanna or whatever. We got it on. I did pay attention to like how you shoot or do whatever you're doing, and you got to like turn your head to aim this thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I thought it was pretty easy, but Jeremy said he had a hard time.
I didn't hate it, but
it did make me dizzy a couple of times.
There was just too much going on with it. I think there's been a simpler way to do it somehow. But anyway, I mean, I would do it again.
I mean, it's literally like you're playing Mario Kart. Like you have to like throw the little things at all the little drivers and knock them out of the way.
But the whole car with like, would they have 4 people or
whatever? It was 4 people in the car.
I never understood like, am I causing us to spin out or somebody else?
I think you're actually playing your own game.
That's what. But if you're playing your own game. Like, there were times it spun out, and there was no reason for it to spin out. And I'm like, well, somebody in this cart has spun us out, but it don't make no sense to me why we just...
Oh.
So that's what I couldn't figure out. So anyway, it was fun, though, and it's very well themed. You go through Bowser's Castle.
It was pretty cool.
And we probably waited... Actually, we didn't really wait.
We didn't wait hardly at all.
We went straight through the queue.
Again, it was one of those things where the queue was longer than...
Yeah. We went to the little room where it shows you supposedly what you're doing, and it was a bunch of steps.
That's what I was about to say. The amount of steps that we had to go up.
So then my plan basically was to do that, probably do Yoshi, and then go see the fountain show because everybody's pumps up the fountain show. Well, we do that. Yoshi's a walk-on, 5 minutes. We go straight there. Yoshi's fun, too, just for the sights. But I did confirm, literally, I think, we got the green Yoshi. And that's the sound it makes. But it's got 3 buttons on it. A green.
My button still didn't work.
Mine did. Green, blue, and red. And all it is as you're going through at 0.72 miles an hour, when you see
the egg.
Yeah, when you see the red egg, which is just sitting there, there's the red egg, and it says, ba-ding! Okay, green egg. So I'm just like, that makes...
Well, it's a kiddie ride.
For like a 2-year-old, though, like it could have been a little more something, I think.
Okay.
But anyway, so we confirmed that's what that does. And it's a little 3 or 4 minute, real slow thing you go through the Yoshis. And it's neat to see because there's like
you can see everything.
Yeah. And then we got off of there, and Minecart Madness was showing a...
Was it 30?
30, 40 minute wait, whatever. And we're 10 minutes till the park closes. And I'm like, you know what? This might be our only chance. So we take off over there. I think I timed it 20 minutes maybe. Yeah. There was a line, but we were at the back of who they let in, basically. And
it pretty much went fast.
Went quick.
I'm not a fan of that ride, though.
No, I would not wait over 30 minutes for it after we rode it. I'm glad we got to ride it.
Me too.
And the very first advertisement I ever seen about Epic when they started building it was them showing that minecart jumping the track or whatever.
That was the one ride I wanted to ride, and I don't think I will.
It was basically like a Space Mountain type of thing. It jerked you all over the place, and it had these little metal things beside my knees, and like one of my knees I kind of tore up from it slapping so hard.
It was pretty intense on the jerks. It's like one of those little crazy mouse rides that
yeah. I mean, it's neat, but it was jerky, and really the only time it sort of got me was, they got like a fake track, but the real track's up under this fake wooden track or whatever. We went down this little cave of a thing, and I thought we were going left, but we went right, and it really like jerked me over there. But anyway, Joanna loved it. It was fine, and we got off it, and it was a little after 10, and I took some random pictures as we left. But it's just like the other parks in the sense that you have got to do stuff super early and super late. Because my other thing was, do we get in line for Harry Potter Battle at the Ministry, like with 10 minutes till, and I'm sure they amped up the wait time, but it was still showing like a 3-hour wait at 9:45, and I'm like, I'm not staying here till midnight to ride this thing. So we didn't. So it's the one ride I would like to have rode.
But overall, I really feel like it was. I still want to ride. What's the racing one that I know Joanna would not be ready to ride yet? The
race. Oh, Stardust.
Yes. I want to ride that one.
We still got to ride Stardust. We still got to ride. Joanna would have rode this, but we didn't have really a good opportunity on this trip. But the Curse of the Werewolf, after watching it, it's pretty slow. It launches you, and there's some little humps. The only thing is that, it randomly twists or whatever, but it sends you up this little hill. You come back down, you go back over.
But shoot, after that roller coaster she rode in SeaWorld, I think that chica can ride anything.
So it
was a lot better of an experience this time, though, overall.
Yeah.
Still some things that I really would like to see. I think my thing that I was glad that we actually got to do was the ride that he wanted to do, the Monsters Unchained, or was it Unchained?
Yeah.
Monsters. That one. And then I'm glad I did get to experience the Donkey Kong ride. But
Well,
the show, the Untrainable Dragon show was probably my favorite.
the Donkey Kong is one of them, like, if we end up back there, I'm fine not riding it because we rode it and it beat the crap out of us.
But I still would like to go back there and like look around at all that stuff that's in there, because we still didn't get to see everything that was back in that area.
Yep. But anyway, my advice would be,
Are you seeing your comments?
I don't see any comments.
Oh.
Have you got some?
But yeah,
Hello, Fun Zone Bowser Jr.
I do think going kind of later is.
I don't know why I'm not getting comments over here. Hang on.
I do think going later is better,
Oh, there we go.
because it
Well, it was a lot more laid back because, like, we knew we ain't got nothing to lose. They gave us these
True.
passes, if you want to say for free, but we spent like $600 and didn't get to ride nothing the first
I was gonna
time.
say yes. It definitely wasn't free.
But it was laid back, and then my game plan for that park, if I was going for a full day right now, would be go straight to the Harry Potter ride, and even if it takes an hour or two right out of the gate, at least you'll get it done.
Yeah.
And then after that, probably spend some time doing the shows and the carousel. If Yoshi, I wouldn't wait definitely not over 30 minutes for Yoshi, but if there's nothing else to do, get on Yoshi if it's a 30-minute wait. Basically, kill time with shows and random stuff until at about 6 o'clock, we noticed the wait times started dropping.
Mm-hmm.
And by 8, they were really, 2 hours to close, they were really dropping. And then, but even Monsters Unchained, middle of the day, was like a 35-minute wait. So, like, there's things to do, I think, if you don't have anything going on. But the Harry Potter show is good.
Yeah.
The Untrainable Dragon is good. And if it was the middle of the summer and I had a raincoat, that fire drill ride don't have much of a wait that I've noticed
Hardly
during the
ever.
summer. But you're going to get soaked because you're like shooting water and people shooting water at you and stuff blast water at you. So, anyway, that would be my itinerary, would be like Harry Potter first thing, maybe eat lunch, see the 2 shows. Then more than likely you could get on the carousel with a 20-ish minute wait, middle of the day. Maybe could go get on Yoshi. If nothing else, just walk around and see the lands and the layout. Because, really all of them are very well
thought
themed.
out.
I'll give them that. And then,
But they're small.
if you're going to ride Stardust, it never really backed up past 30 minutes. And at the end of the night, it was a walk-on or whatever. But we had Joanna with us, so it wasn't really ideal for us to ride it this time. But it is a neat-looking, I've watched it 100 times, the way they intertwine or whatever.
And also take some time in. I know it's like shoulder to shoulder in there too, but like take some time to try to figure out the little bands in the Super Nintendo area to try to play the game. And but
the things we hadn't done, let's see, in Burke, in Celestial Park we hadn't done Stardust yet. In Burke we have not done. To me, they got the names backwards.
I agree.
Because the roller coaster's called the whatever Flyer.
Yeah, the Wing Glider, or
that might be it. But then there's like a gliding of a thing, and it's called Racers.
Yes, something. Yes,
Dragon Racer Rally.
But you think it's backwards?
Yeah, but we hadn't rode the Dragon Racer Rally. I mean, it don't really. I would ride it, but it don't really appeal to me. You're just basically.
It's kind of like a updated modern swing.
Yeah. So we hadn't done that. We did see the sleeping dragon this time.
Yes, we did.
And I don't think he wakes up and blows fire until one of the Vikings are over there with him, because I seen it pop up today, and I don't know if I sent it to you or not.
I don't think so, unless I hadn't seen it.
Anyway, so that's all we hadn't done there. If you move over to the Harry Potter stuff, we hadn't done Battle at the Ministry. It's the only ride in there. We have walked around some. We went in like the candy store last time. I think there's a couple of nice restaurants we hadn't been at. But the show was good.
Yeah.
if you see them people out there singing,
Oh, stop
That-
and watch
that
them. It
little
is
critter.
so funny.
that little critter, it was for me.
I call it the puffball. I
Yeah.
don't know what he is though.
Then you move over to Monsters Unchained. We hadn't done Curse the Werewolf.
Still haven't figured out where they like Frankenstein and stuff meets.
I think they meet in like a cave area. I just don't know exactly where at, and I'm thinking it's more middle of the day that they're there.
But we did get to meet
We met Igor.
Igor.
What'd he say? Don't die.
Don't die.
Um,
He was funny.
he had somebody's foot.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was good. And then in Super Nintendo, we've done everything.
Ride wise, yeah.
Okay.
Just haven't went
I
through the
wouldn't
little
mind.
game.
I wouldn't mind meeting some characters. And there's a Bowser Jr. or not a. Is it Bowser? That's not Bowser Jr. I think it's, or maybe it is something Jr. Where you go through this little walk thing with your power band. And I think little things pop up on the walls. We hadn't done that.
Yeah.
Pizza Moon was good and not overly expensive. I don't really know. We've walked through Toadstool twice now, but it's like a full-blown sit-down restaurant. Joanna wants to go in there, but there's nothing to like snack on.
Yeah.
It's like if you're going in there, you're going to get something to eat. Matter of fact, that was on the agenda, and we were like, we can either stop here and eat something, or we've got time to go get on Minecart Madness. And thank God she said, let's go get on Minecart Madness, because it was like 10 minutes to go, and I
Yeah.
thought we're going to get stuck in this dang restaurant
And not
for
get to
no
ride this
reason.
roller coaster.
So anyway.
Where does was his name Toad? Where does he meet?
They said he hadn't met since August or something. So I'm wondering if they don't have but like one of him, and they're having to ship it to different. Yeah.
That's who I really want to meet.
Yeah.
But we did get to see Mario. We didn't meet them, but Mario and who was it? Luigi.
The plumbers came out. And I think last time we might have seen Princess Peach come out.
Yeah, I think so.
But it's just neat the way you go into that land, because you come out of Peach's castle and it's just like all right there. And then if you go down, you go into Donkey Kong Country or whatever.
It's very cool.
I think their main thing, and I think they know it, and I don't think they're going to add that to their annual pass for another couple of years. From what I have read and seen aerial photos of, they've already started clearing land in the Harry Potter area, and there's something going on in Celestial Park because they had all kind of stuff blocked off today. Now, it could just be related to weather, I don't know, and they said there's a ton of room kind of beside or behind the Nintendo world. But anyway, they've already started clearing a spot at the Harry Potter stuff, and that's where I keep reading there's a rumor it's going to be sort of like a flight of passage ride, but you're going to be on a broomstick, which I think would be good.
That would be cool.
I think what they need to focus on is any ride, it don't make a difference what it is, that can hold a lot of people. Like Monsters Unchained does pretty good.
Yeah.
But they got all these rides that'll only hold 600 or 800 people an hour or whatever it is they're running, versus like they need to be twice or three times that, at least for one or two things, or they need more something going on, because
True.
middle of the day, you're either going to really, really wait for some stuff, or you're going to just kind of walk around. So, I don't know. But I did update my Google review. Like I say, I didn't want to just put out a bad experience when it's, now
When
we've
it's
had a pretty good experience. So I updated it at the bottom and said, hey, update. They let us come back. Here's what happened. And we're making this video because I wanted people to know, that
we're not hating.
the only negative would have been if we were average Joe that goes to Orlando once every couple years. It would have been like, well, we appreciate you inviting us back for an afternoon
Sure.
pass, but we're not going to be back for 3 years. And then it's like, magic ruined. But it worked out for us. But I could see where some people it would not work out for.
True.
And the way the express passes work at Universal, they're super. I mean, I think the express pass is more than the actual park ticket,
Which is crazy.
Yeah, so that's basically a no-go. I would like to explore that Helios Hotel
Oh, yeah.
that's hooked to it, and I read today, I think after whatever time, 11 or something, you can just freely go in there and then come back in, back if you're just in the park or whatever. I'd like to see that. I'm very curious about Universal's bus system, because they supposedly have constant buses going from the Helios entrance to City Walk and all the stuff over there, but I don't know how often. I just wonder, is it as easy as Disney stuff?
Now we took a bus, but it wasn't Epic. We took one when me and Lisa went to Universal and Island of Adventure, and they had. I mean, it was just almost just like Disney, where they just had.
Because I almost took us to City Walk to eat.
Oh, from their buses.
And then took a bus over to Epic, but I thought, what if the buses suck and we get here an hour and a half late or something? So I didn't do it. But there's still a lot of Universal stuff I need to test and figure out and all that sort of thing. Because when we left City Walk 2 trips ago, I seen an Epic bus parked under the garage waiting, and nobody was on it, and I thought, But anyway, if I went back to Epic, I definitely would want to do Curse of the Werewolf. I would definitely want to do Monsters Unchained several times if possible. And if we were going all day, I would try to get there early as I possibly could and get in line for Harry Potter and just sit it out. The one thing I meant to do, and I knew and didn't think about it while we were there, is you can go into that main room, queue, whatever, at Battle of the Ministry, like where they've got Umbridge's picture up and all that. You can just walk in there without getting in the line, and I meant to do that, and I didn't. Well, we basically ran out of time at the end of the night because I thought we were going to end up coming back over there, and we didn't. But we did get to ride wing gliders again, so that was good. I didn't know if that would happen or not, and I think after we ate, it was down to whatever 30 minutes or something. So
and we didn't even wait that long, really.
If it wouldn't have broke down, we'd have probably been on it in like 15. We probably waited 10. I think they said they had to take one of the trains off the track or something.
Yeah, something happened. Joanna wants to come here before we end, whatever.
She adopted a dragon. We'll talk about that in a minute.
We'll let her talk about it.
And we did try some sort of little...
Were they...
Whoopie pies.
Well, yeah, whoopie pies.
They were pretty good.
They were good.
Little treat.
It was a mint and a cookie dough.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's pretty tasty.
We got to see Gobber the Belch.
He was funny.
I think when he's over there at the Sleeping Dragon is when it blows fire out.
The only thing I don't like about meeting Toothless is I feel like, and I know he's got to have a break, but I feel like if Toothless is out there, Hiccup needs to be with his dragon.
Yeah.
Because we met Toothless with
Astrid.
And Astrid's dragon is the whichever the other one is.
Yep.
I can't think of the name. Joanna could tell you. I don't know. I just really wanted to meet Hiccup.
I was, if the line would have probably been 30-ish minutes, I was going to get back in it, but it was like 90 minutes. And
yeah, it was crazy.
Our first experience last trip, two trips ago,
that was wild.
The animatronic breaks down, and they have to block it off and work on it, and it turned into like a 2-hour ordeal, and I was like, this is crazy. It was neat to meet the little fella, but it was like, my God.
And it made Joanna's night. She absolutely loved it.
Yeah. So.
But, I don't know.
But the Monsters Unchained ride... Basically, this past trip, the Monsters Unchained ride, the Flying Dragon, and the Flying Dragon in the show basically did it. Like that was a big deal.
Yeah, because it was crazy. We just look up in the sky and there's a dang dragon flying around.
I had completely, because the only time I had heard of those dragons flying outside was like during the park previews. I remember seeing pictures, and I hadn't heard anything else about it. And I do remember now seeing people say it. People had posted in the group saying, whatever happened to those dragons? Well, randomly, there they were zooming around. I was like, holy
that was
crap.
pretty cool.
Fun Zone Bowser Jr., hopefully you can go because it is pretty neat, my friend.
It is pretty neat. Very neat.
And then, like, the Celestial Park middle area, I've watched their fountain show. It happens at 10 o'clock. And it's neat because, like, at night, each land has a specific colored light that beams up, and they meet like 200 feet up in the air. Well, during the fountain show, it'll do like a Nintendo theme. The fountain will, and just the Nintendo beam is on. And then it'll do like a spooky, monsters thing, and it'll do the epic or the How to Train Your Dragon song. So it's pretty neat. But I'd rather
gotten
that
some,
we
yeah.
rode what we rode than seeing that. So it's okay.
And again, if we eventually get season passes,
I think what's going to happen is they're going to add the Harry Potter ride, and it needs to be a high capacity ride. They need to add something probably in anywhere, really. It could be, I don't think it would be in Burke.
I
think
there's
it
a
would,
lot already to do.
I think it would either be in the monster stuff or the, I mean, even if they added some stupid rides like a Triceratops spin or a Dumbo style ride or something. I mean, they
Yeah.
could sit that thing in there tonight and put a monster on it or something. You know what I mean? Like
They could, yeah.
anything they could do right now to just take up space and be a ride, I would be doing it. Even if it's something temporary, I would in 2 seconds, because there's just not enough stuff in there for that many people. And they're claiming, they released some numbers this week, that the park is only operating at 40 to 50% capacity of what they were
What?
planning. And I thought, could
If
you
they go
imagine?
to full capacity, oh
it would
my
never,
God.
It would never work. I mean, it would never work. So I think I'm gonna say 2 more years, they're going to get 2 to 4 more rides in there, and then maybe open up the annual pass thing to more people. But right now, if you got an annual pass, you can just go to Islands of Adventure and Universal Orlando. What do they call it? They just call that other side Universal.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Universal.
And you can get discounted tickets to Epic, which is like $10 or $20 off, I think. But I just think.
And I did find out just by seeing and watching that if you have like, I don't even know what they call it, like whatever their lightning lane is for there, if you get it, say like at Universal or Islands of Adventure, it does not work in Epic Universe because somebody was trying to go through the,
Yeah.
and they were like, oh no, they like, you just had that for,
Yeah.
you know, Islands of Adventure. So,
But I mean, I'm glad. It's like what I'm learning is that it takes one visit to about any park to just get the lay of
Yeah.
the land. Because we went to SeaWorld the first time. Now we had a bad experience there because it was Christmas and it was like, it was a mess.
it was busy.
We'll do another video at some point about it. We went back this time and it was perfectly
great.
fine. So, but it takes one visit to get
To figure out everything.
Yeah, see what's going on.
And that's also what sucks whenever you only go once every so many years. So I'm kind of glad we get to go.
I think Epic will be more of a maybe once a year trip for us at this point. And mainly just because Joanna likes that dragon, How to Train Your Dragon stuff.
I even feel like they could even make another land. I don't know what it could be, but
they were talking about putting some Zelda stuff beside the Nintendo World stuff, because in that stained glass, it's got Princess Peach.
yeah,
And there's a Zelda up there, and everybody's like, that's a hint at what's coming. So I could be
that would work.
I
mean, I don't really know anything about that,
but overall we had a good trip, and it was just from 2 o'clock to 10 o'clock. But the other part of it is, like, we got the Disney season passes, and it is so easy for us to go to a park, hop on the bus or the monorail or the Skyliner or whatever, go chill out in the room for 2 or 3 hours and let everybody rest, and then go right back to the park. And we got the season passes, so it's like if we miss something, no big deal.
we're going back.
But like with Epic, it's like you got this 1 day pass. There's no easy way to get back to our Disney hotel
Yeah,
without Ubering and wasting a bunch of money, and then, you know, all this, 15 minutes to ride, it just all this stuff. So it's like if you're there, and then ends up being a real long day.
it does end up being a long day.
So anyway, I guess tell her to come in here.
Okay.
Tell her to bring her new
Oh yeah, bring her
adopted
new
dragon.
her new dragon.
But it was good. That particular morning, we went to Animal Kingdom for like 3 hours and messed around, ate at Disney Springs, went to the hotel for like an hour and chilled out, and then, we got them both.
You got both of them.
Yeah.
You come behind Mama.
And
Oh, can you fit? Okay.
actually, Dragon's actually Stormful, I think.
Thank you. I couldn't remember. I couldn't think of her name.
Wait, do I need ear things?
No,
You know.
you don't.
Anyway, we were telling them you adopted a new baby dragon.
Yep, this is Toothless with Luna,
Luna.
which was one of my comments on my meeting Toothless video,
Yep.
and it said that I can name her Luna. So,
Yep. This was our first one that we adopted when we first went,
Yep,
Right.
here's our second one.
and then we got Toothless at the second one.
Yep.
There's a whole ceremony of a
Yes,
thing
it's so cute.
that where it gets hatched.
Yeah.
She has to swear that she will take care of them.
Mhm.
And then, so they hatch them in the store, do this little ceremony of a thing. She, they present it to her and she knocks on it and wakes it up and all this stuff. But the previous trip, we put a video on her channel, which is called Joanna Adventures, of her meeting Toothless, and that thing's got like 75,000 views on it.
A lot.
It
No,
went,
it's 64 something video.
Views.
64,000 and something views.
it
She
went,
knows exactly.
it went crazy.
So
Yeah, everyone loves
she
Toothless.
became insta famous.
Yeah, and I already am at 200 and something subscribers.
Yep.
That's cool. So if you get bored and want to
Look
go
at
over
her
there,
stuff.
it's Joanna Adventures is her channel.
Yeah.
And I just randomly actually yesterday I put, at Disney Springs, she unboxed some Zootopia stuff, and I put that video on there.
Yeah, and it's an AI
Thumbnail.
thumbnail.
What else you want to tell them about?
Epic.
Is this all about for Epic?
Mhm.
Alright, so here's everything that we did.
Okay.
So first we came on Friday,
Hers not magnet.
and wait, what did we do for the first thing we did?
We went.
We went and seen the show,
We went to see Untrainable Dragon.
which was
And-
cool because
Yeah, and Toothless flew finally. So the second thing we got butterbeer, and then as we went to Darkmoor and we rode Monsters Unchained.
Tell them about that experience.
Pretend Toothless is me. It was like this.
It did go crazy, didn't it?
Yeah, it was very fun.
You liked it, didn't you?
Yeah. Wait, what was next?
I don't remember.
We did the Pizza Moon.
And after Monsters, there was obviously a gift shop. I didn't get anything, fortunately. We went to Pizza Moon to eat. And then after that, I think we went... Wait, did we go to Super Nintendo World?
Yeah.
I think so.
I think so.
Wait, or did we go to Monsters?
No, that was closer to the end.
Mm-hmm.
After we ate, you mean?
Then we went and rode
Yes.
wing
Oh,
glider.
that's
Yeah,
right.
wing gliders.
And you
and then-
couldn't even breathe.
Can you stop talking about that and stop laughing?
Sorry.
And we also went...
And went and did what?
We also went on Hiccup's wing gliders. And then after that,
The 3D.
we did the Mario Kart thing, which I didn't even scan into.
You didn't scan into.
Like the ride, when you have to use your band
Mm.
on the ride.
And then we did
And then,
Yoshi,
yeah, Yoshi's Adventure. Wait,
Minecart Madness.
yeah, Minecart Madness. It was fun. It was whipping around.
Mm.
I want to ride it again
You do.
right now.
Oh,
Let's go.
let's go.
Yes, let's go to Florida.
Part of the trip I didn't talk about was we were supposed to come back Monday.
Oh, yeah.
But there was a bunch of ice and stuff here, and we had left from Charlotte where it really had some ice, so we ended up extending until Wednesday, which worked out in our favor because then we got to go to SeaWorld and do some stuff we wouldn't have got to do. So
Yeah, we got to ride Penguin Trick, and it almost went upside down.
It did almost go upside down.
It was,
It had the zoomies.
yeah, and and when it started with yum, and we had this cold place where where Mom thought it was gonna be another ride, but we just found penguins. And
We did find
we even
penguins.
heard a penguin call,
Oh yeah.
and this man was playing with the penguins,
Yep.
and the penguins were going crazy, and it was kind of like our cats.
So, did you like the pizza at Pizza Moon?
Yes.
Okay. What else you got to tell them?
I don't know.
You don't know. Did you have a better experience this time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because our first time we didn't ride monsters.
Yeah, it was broken all day.
Why is everything broken on the first day?
I don't
What
know.
about the little critter?
Oh yeah, that was my favorite thing. Well, one of my favorite things.
He was funny, wasn't he?
Yeah. I don't even remember the name of it.
I can't remember.
I don't know. One of my videos, it said his name that I have.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was though.
Yeah, Mom's gonna go look and see what that little thing was.
But it was pretty funny.
I don't even know what that critter was called.
Me either.
But it was funny. I'm glad we walked up and seen that.
Yeah,
'cause
me
it was-
too.
And it bounced to the beat of whatever they were playing. That was the funny part. And his eyes would shift. You have to look it up. If you go to our whatever video I made about Epic the last couple days, it's,
Oh, that was a good one.
kind of in the.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, let me see that. Let's see if I can show them. I don't know if y'all can see that very good, but that's the critter.
He's funny looking.
Anyway, it was funny.
Yeah.
Well, I can't think of nothing else to tell them about Epic.
Me neither.
Me either.
I guess
Just
we will.
glad it was a better experience.
Yeah.
I guess we will get off of here for tonight. We'll try to get back in our Thursday routine because between the snowstorms and ice storms and us being in Orlando and all that, it's been a couple weeks. So we'll try to get back to our normal Thursday routine. And we appreciate y'all tuning in. If you think about it, go over to Joanna's Adventures and look at her channel.
Bye.
She would really appreciate it.
Yeah.
You can tell them to like and subscribe it.
Like and subscribe mine and also my channel, and also click the notification bell. I'm trying to get to 1 million subscribers
Wow.
and 1,000 likes.
Is that all?
That's all.
Okay. Y'all heard it from
Love y'all.
y'all.
Good night, y'all.
her. She's crazy.
You feel like you're hyperventilating.
See y'all soon.
Bye.
Bye.